Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. I'm glad to see that you returned. Now, let me go ahead and tell you what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently looking at a bunch of women today who have a lot of ambition. They have a lot of, I'm going to go get it. And their question is, how come we cannot keep men? How come men do not want us? And they're not talking about the men who are sleeping with them. They are talking about men of substance, men who have values, and men who want to marry them. Well, what I'm going to do is play a few clips out of educational purposes and fair use from both men and women alike that addresses this issue. And I will tell you right now, a lot of the reason why you women cannot keep a man is because of your lack of femininity. Let's get started.
A boss chick doesn't come with feminine energy.
A boss chick does not come with feminine energy. What does that necessarily mean? Boss chicks, boss divas, women who are climbing up the corporate ladder, women who are trying to strive to be the best they can be in a white-collar job. You don't have feminine energy because in order for you to be successful in those areas, you must act as if you are masculine. You must be competitive. And the problem with that is you get so used to being competitive that when you do actually get into a relationship with the man, you bring that same competitive nature into the relationship. A person who is competitive will always try to have one up on you. They will always try to do something better than you. And that's why I am against 50-50 relationships. I believe that the man is 100% the leader. What he says goes, and that he has the final say. Now, what that means is this. I am not saying that he doesn't, I'm not saying that he shouldn't talk to his wife about major decisions. I'm not saying that he should not ask his wife, how does she feel about certain things? But what I am saying is the buck stops with him. For an example, if you want to take the family to Jamaica and he wants to take the family to Japan, his decision to take that family to Japan is the decision that flies. 50-50 relationships make it where women and men are combative with each other. It's a competition. When you are at work, you have a supervisor. And that supervisor who is over you, who assigns you your task, is not asking you how you feel about the task that he assigns to you, because it's not a 50-50 relationship between you and the supervisor. It is the fact that 100% leadership ability comes from the supervisor. And that is what men want. And I will continue about that in a minute.
And so, according to how we are defining a boss chick today, she does not come with feminine energy. It is not going to mesh with this masculine energy. We're going to be in arguments. We're going to be in a disagreeable house at home.
Exactly. Because again, a boss diva, a boss chick has to operate in masculine energy. She has to be competitive. When you are competing for the same prize, sometimes if you don't have good morals, you would cheat to get to the prize. You would cheat to win. And this is what women do most times. Women will turn their children that they had with their biological father against the biological father in order to get control of the relationship. They will manipulate you. They will give you the cold shoulder. They will be passive aggressive in order to manipulate you to do what it is that they want you to do, because they are competitive and they are controlling. So 50-50 relationships with boss chicks, with women who are overly ambitious, with women who do not understand that they must be feminine in order to operate in a relationship, will never win. They will always fail in these relationships. They can last for a little while, 2, 3 years, 5 years, but when it comes to a lifelong commitment, it won't last.
In a disagreeable house at home. When I say we're not eating meat, we're not eating this, because we're building this and we're going to make sure our children don't have diabetes and they're obese, it's not a conversation. It's not.
Exactly what I said. It's not a conversation. And I'm gonna use a word that many of you women ain't gonna like, but I'm gonna say it's an order. And I'm saying it because I'm ex-military. But basically it's the same thing. I don't like to sugarcoat nothing. But basically, You follow the leader. The man is the leader. I'm gonna play another clip from another man, then we get into what the women have to say about this as well. Excuse me for one moment as I pull it up. There you go.
When women are masculine, you can forget about being with a masculine man because we're gonna look the other way. We do not want masculine women. No, we don't care if you got the bag, or we don't care if you're bossed up. Men don't care about your money. We don't care how much money you have. We don't care how much status you have. All we care about is the traditional attributes that come with femininity.
And I'm glad he said that. Let me explain that. Because a lot of you women just, I don't know if you're thick-headed or you just don't understand things in life. Men do not care about your achievements or your accomplishment. Never has there ever been a man in history that I can think of that chose a woman based on her degrees, her education, the type of job that she has, and things like that of that nature. No. Especially masculine men. Effeminate men, men who are beta males, softer men, may be impressed by that. But that's because they're not operating in their masculine energy. Now, let me say this. Men only care about three things when it comes to a woman. We care if you are in shape, are you fit, are you good looking, the attractiveness of the woman. The other thing is the other part of femininity, which is your behavior. Are you pleasant to be around? Are you nice? Do you know how to speak words of affirmation? Do you know how to encourage? Do you know how to be loving? Do you know how to be gentle, softer? And the last thing is emotional intelligence. That is a big thing. Most women do not have emotional intelligence. When they get mad, they act like a little child, stick their lip out, and then run into another room or start arguments or stuff like that of that nature. Do you have emotional intelligence? Now let me play a clip of a woman and we'll keep going.
A man with money will never look at you and say, wow, she's so independent and she's so hardworking. No, they don't care about that. They care about how feminine you are, how beautiful you are, how emotionally intelligent you are. Become that girl. Listen to the High Value Woman audiobook and transform yourself from your masculine to your feminine.
Well, she basically said the same thing I said. But yeah, basically, we don't care about your achievements. I'm talking to a lady not long ago, and it's almost masculine because she was telling me about all the things that she's achieved, that she has a nice home, a nice job, a nice car, and I haven't even tried to go see her again. We talk every now and then, but I don't really want to, because she came to me with masculine energy. That's something that a man does. A man talks about, his accomplishments and he brags on that. Women are so caught up in masculine energy that they can't function in a relationship, and they are terrible on the dating scene because they think that their achievements matter to a man. The only time it matters to a man is if that man is using you because he can get something out of it. But genuine men, we don't care nothing about that. Not at all.
A man with money will never look at you and say, wow, she's so independent and she's so hardworking. No, they don't care about that. They care about how feminine you are, how beautiful you are, how emotionally intelligent you are. Become that girl. Listen to the High Value Woman audiobook and transform yourself.
Okay, I wasn't trying to play that again, but y'all get the point. My apologies. But anyway, I'm going to play the one that I was actually trying to play, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And I'll let y'all go. Y'all remember that lady? I think she's a sprinkle. I say single. She plays both sides of the fence. I think we all know this. So sometimes she'll agree with men or say things with men, and then she say things that are totally against men. But here we go.
Masculine men are attracted to feminine women. Okay, if you at home looking just like a man and he goes out to look for a different woman, I don't blame him. Okay, I'm not blaming him, because if he got to come home to a man himself and he's not homosexual, I don't blame him for going out and looking for other women. Okay, I can't. I gotta say, well, what do you look like? If you send me a picture of a gremlin, I'm gonna say, well, I'm on his side. Okay, because that's not how you're supposed to look. There are so many products and things you can put on yourself to make you look good. Okay, you have to dress for the life you want. Okay,
I agree with that part. You women are so immersed in masculine energy that you dress like a man. I'm talking about Air Force Ones, Jordans, tennis shoes that men normally wear, denim tight jeans that look like men. You wear shirts like us. You wear t-shirts like us. You are so against being feminine that it is crazy. If you want a man, you cannot carry yourself like a man. All the time, you know, it could be sexy because we get to see the curves or whatever like that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your whole mentality is that of a man. This is why you are failing.
Okay. You got to dress for the life that you desire. Because if you dress in like and looking like blah, that's what your life is going to be. Okay. And if you're trying to attract masculine men, provider men, men who are going to do things for you, open the doors for you, treat you right, you know, think you're the most beautiful woman in the world and worship you. If you're not giving them anything to look at and to worship and to open the door for, then you can't blame them. You know, masculine men like feminine women. And it's a fact. So even though people say looks fade, wigs don't fade, makeup don't fade, Botox don't fade, jewelry doesn't fade, high heels don't fade, manners don't fade, red lipstick, it fades, but you can reapply it, okay? Yes, beauty fades. Yes, I'm going to get old. I'm probably going to get wrinkles one day, but I'm going to still have some makeup on and my hair done, and I'm going to still look good. My nails going to still be done. I'm not going to be looking like, you know, a man up out here. I'm not going to be looking like a man, that's for sure. So do whatever you want.
That's the thing. She's right on about that too. A lot of you women just let yourselves go. You care so little about men that you have no issues putting on 20, 30, 40 pounds. And I'm not talking about the women who had babies and put on baby fat. Even though you put on baby fat, it's your responsibility to drop that weight. So stop getting mad at men who look at other women because other women are in shape. Be it because they go to the gym and work out, or it's your genetics, they just stay in shape. When you have the opportunity to lose weight yourselves, you are the only one responsible for looking good for your man. You're the only one responsible for looking good to where your man think you look sexy. You are. It ain't the man's responsibility. It ain't the people that you hate no responsibility. You need to take accountability for your own actions. So you have to get your stuff together and be more feminine. I had dropped a video yesterday talking about black women against femininity. Maybe you should go ahead and check this out, ladies. That video I just said, black women against femininity, and see what you think about that video. I dropped it yesterday. I released it yesterday. I guess this is kind of like a continuation. But I just want to point out why being masculinity is dangerous to your love life. Why we men do not want a masculine woman. We don't want a woman who acts like us, who is rebellious, disrespectful, self-centered, competitive. You don't need to compete with your man. You compete with the world out there. You don't compete with us. If you're in a relationship, there is no such thing as a 50-50 relationship. And for all you women who believe you are Christians, when I think a lot of you are hypocrites, that Proverbs 31 thing you always, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Those things you say? Well, listen here, Miss Proverbs 31. God put man, he put man over the woman. That is not a 50-50 relationship. God is, look, we don't have a 50-50 relationship with God. God runs everything. God is in control of everything. We bow down to him. We serve him, right? He is in 100% control. When man was put over woman, he put man 100% in control of you. Go look in your scriptures. Go look in that book you carry, you call the Bible. So there's no such thing as a 50-50. That's something that I think came about from weak men and from women who were pushing the agenda of the feminist movement. But anyway, gentlemen, let me know what you think about this. Talk to you soon.